Welcome back, everyone. Let's Play World Wars 2 as Austria-Hungary, episode number 28. I know exactly what episode it is, because I had to check the previous episode, see if there were any comments or anything. I have subsequently forgot all those comments or anything I needed to respond to. Except for the one which said, oh god, he's actually going to go to war with both of them. Which does appear to be true. Yeah, I don't... I hope it's not true. But we're really on the fringes here, and I haven't done a whole lot to stop that from happening either. Just don't think we can win that war, but okay, here we go anyway. I think this treaty thing puts them directly at war, but if I'm lucky, all it does is increase tensions with them. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it just brings them right into the war. And I think it's even worse. I think you have like 1 month where you're just at war with Germany. You can score some fantastic victory over them. And then immediately have all the victory points reset. I played this. I mean, this must have been done on camera. Either as Japan or Germany, where such a thing happened. But my goodness, we have a lot of money coming in. Thank goodness we still have a really high yearly budget so that we can afford... Oh, more. We can afford whatever we want. I think it's time for a light cruiser of some kind or a destroyer because I just can't justify anything bigger without Torpedo Protection 3. I just cannot. And ultimately we may be completely forced into that route, but I won't like it. So, we have the ability, I guess. Director... for secondary guns, not possible. That's fine. We don't need that. We just want dual purpose. Oh, we can do dual purpose double guns now. To 24. So this is what I'm looking for. Now, how do we deal with this? Can we do doubles or triples? Okay, top sign has not researched triple turrets. Yes. Okay, good. So we cannot do that, which is fine. We will just put a bunch of double guns on, but we're definitely doing the... We don't have super firing guns? Are you out of your mind? Okay, so this is 6-inch guns for your broadside. Unfortunately, it is not with any super firing capability, which I find horrendous. It can't be the case. Huh. It really is. Well, I'm not sure. It might be worth it just throwing in some stupid extra turrets. Okay, no, you're right. I'm arguing with myself, but no, I'm not going to. So our new heavy cruiser out just in time for me to see the speed 30. We probably want to keep this at least 30. I was looking at that and thinking of dropping it, but no, I don't think we can do that. Conning tower can come down to 2.5, 3, 2.5, 2.52, 8,000, more ammunition. Yeah, more torpedo tubes needed. And no, none of this crap. No. We'll put the mines down to 0. It will be something we try to put a bunch on after the fact, but let's first give this thing some real teeth as far as torpedoes go. Normal, unless I'm going short range, doesn't make sense, right? Just increase this by another 500. It's actually is more than we need. So this increases by about 40, 44, and that increased by about 49. So what about this? So it says max is 84, but it won't let me go over 60. I think think there's some conflict. I think that the min-max setting for this has been, for whatever reason, set to 60, even though that number conflicts with it. Anyways, what would we want to do? I guess we'll just drop the tonnage. And then we can drop this slightly. Approved director, 160. Plenty of torpedo tubes. Do I even have quadruples? No. I don't have those yet. I could go back, increase. Go back up to 84? No. And then maybe just add another set of torpedo mounts. These can only have like, what, one each? So we can do something like this. Increase, increase, decrease, decrease, 54. Alright, so this is the Budweiser. No, I think this is an interesting configuration. It has a lot of, what has a lot of everything? I don't like it. I don't know why. I just have some, yeah, I mean, we want some seaplanes, and I mean 8400 it's a massive light cruiser. Now we can get up to 10,000 on these now. I think we had that technology published recently. Oh, we can do unit machinery too. Ooh, which is kind of important on these lighter, well, it's kind of important on everyone. I'm just going to close this. I don't know what to do with it yet. I'm just going to leave it. We'll let our money just pile up for a little bit. I guess we could invest in more coastal submarines. Will help. I mean, hey, if we go to war with the United States and Germany, I don't even know if the submarines will get us out of that pickle. Okay, I will spend a little bit of money on docks since we have the liberty to do so financially. We are currently looking at medium bomber requests. That'll take another month. How are we doing here? We have 50, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. And these bases must be expanding because I'm pretty sure we have, yeah, 2 more months before we get the upgrades. Fair enough. Okay, let's move on another month. I have this this overbearing feeling that I'm missing something I should be doing. But what is it? Doctrine? No, I don't think so. We don't have an option to use oxygen-fueled torpedoes? That's interesting. Float plane search priority. I think I'm going to say yes to that. And does that automatically save the changes? It does. People every now and then they ask me about this stuff. I've never gotten into the ammunition usage. I just leave it as the defaults. You can min-max that and get eke a little bit more out of the system, but I've never done it. It's just one level too deep, and all it would take was for me to learn it, and then I would know how to do it. I could probably piece together something better just by looking at it and adjusting, but the problem is it's also tedious to do that every time you have a new playthrough. Okay, it's not that bad, but anyway. Okay, great benefit to our research and toolkit. This is fantastic. Reduces engine HB requirements. Fantastic for our upcoming designs. Destroyers up to 1500. Okay, so I know what we're creating now. Alright, we do have better speed. This one has not better range, but at least close. And better dom. So I think this one's actually worth producing. It is worse in terms of range, but it does have a lot better speed. And it has the slightly heavier bomb load. And the reliability maybe is not poor. So let's just go ahead and grab this one. Go to aircraft types. So now we have 2 medium bombers. We have the Miracle Float Plane Scout, which will just somehow never be replaced. Just the best thing we could ever make. Flying boat, fighter. The fighter still has firepower of 2. What year are we in? 1929. Okay, that's expected for for a long time, unfortunately. So forget about that. Let's just work on torpedo bombers, dive bombers, which we can't make our own dive bomber yet, even though we've had one in our Air Force for over 2 years. You gotta be kidding me. And the rest of the world, everyone else in the world has one. And although we're the first nation to build an aircraft carrier, somehow our the air industry is not playing nice. Flying a boat might be the next best thing for us to go to. It has a pretty low range, but it has good speed. I must have gone with like speed and reliability on this one. But no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm still going to go after this floatplane scout. Damn it all, if just one day we're going to get a better floatplane scout. Just haven't sacrificed to the right gods yet. I mean, the damn thing is fast too. We'll go with speed and range. It does have poor reliability. I think we're going to get lucky on this one. I think it's time. Okay, so torpedo pretends to. So we go with that. I think we got to go with the destroyer in the meantime. I have, a great ability to quickly dispatch with my destroyers. So double mounts have not been researched. Interesting. We don't have dual purpose main gun armaments. Okay, so I know what we're going to do here. Yep. Okay. That's a good start. Increased depth charge storage. Mandatory. We can put mines on this. I thought that was only for... Yeah, okay. Well, then we'll certainly try. No reason to use the minesweeping gear. We'll leave our corvettes for that, because this is going to be an active fleet thing. That's all okay. Can we add another mount? No, that's the limit. Okay, well, I think I'm going to drop one of these guns instead. I'd rather have 9. This is great, by the way. 9 to this is I like this a lot. 33, fantastic. We will go with short range, and we will go with well, let me take a look at what else we already have. What's the most recent one? The Metternich. This says medium range, not cramped accommodations. So we could do a short range, at least a short range, maybe short range even cramped accommodations. Go with speed. Actually, we're going to be able to get everything we want out of this. Are we going to be able to get 34? Oh my gosh, we are. Okay, this is going to be a damn fast ship. Now, secondary guns is where I would like to put the dual purpose 4-inch guns in. This sounds ridiculous. Can we do this? Insufficient topside weight. Oh, well, here's your problem. I don't need any of that. It's okay. So we only have... double mounts for DD now. Is it letting me do it though? Huh, it's like weird. I'll put them into ones. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I need to clear 13 space, which I could do, but don't want to. The rounds per gun is very low. Okay, let's try to leave it at 160. That's a bit low. Even that's a bit low, I think, but that's fine. These things are mostly not surface-to-surface engage. Oh, unit machinery. Okay, 6. I can handle that. Alright. We got ourselves something here. It does have some dual-purpose guns. I don't know if that's going to be helpful or necessary. I mean, technically what we could do is if AA directors come along, we can sacrifice some of our mines for AA directors. Or even drop down one of our torpedo tubes from 3 to 2. Going from 9 to 8 as... I mean, I want my destroyers bristling with torpedoes. Just pack them in everywhere you can. it's really, oftentimes it's more important than having dual purpose guns, because these things are out on suicide missions, but they are also, unfortunately, I guess, chosen as the escorts. So this is one of those things where if I could choose what my destroyer was going to do, I would have destroyers that were meant for like carrier escort, and then I'd have destroyers which were meant for battleship escort. I think that, okay, so if we went to Cramped Accommodation, we could get everything, but that means this thing is going to be stuck in the Mediterranean. That seemed to be less and less of a good thing moving forward as Austria-Hungary grows and grows. And do we have any other Cramped Accommodation destroyers? Not since the Rombelow Vagyak, which is a design from 1917. It's a bit old. What are its stats? It has 2 3-inch guns and 6 torpedo tubes. Wow. Yeah, the Rasher was, I would say, a great improvement over that. 2 5-inch guns and 8. And the Metternich is even better. 2 5 and 9. Yeah, okay. So we're moving in the right direction. That does mean that the most recent Cramped Accommodation ship is very old and not really... Yeah, I mean, I think that we could stomach another Cramped Accommodation ship. What will that give us, though? Okay, because that takes away a lot of functionality, and what does it give us? Does it give us enough to do this? No. Does it give us enough? No, it really doesn't give us much. 24. I think I like this better. It's just 4. This is AA factor of 4. Okay, it's something. You know, actually the AA directors only plays a benefit when you have enough heavy AA. I mean, it's like, I think it's multiplicative to the AA, heavy AA factor. So if you have a low enough number, like 20% of 1 is still 1 if you're rounding. 20% of 10 gives you 2 more. So yeah, I don't think it will even need that, in which case this ship can just stay the way it is until the day it's destroyed or retired, probably the former. Let me find a good name for this, and then we'll call it. This will be it. Okay, well, we didn't have to really do anything with this one, but it will become the Schnell class, assuming that that is not already a ship name in use, which it might be, because we have used a lot of destroyers. In fact, BOA, I believe that this original name is not even on my list of user-submitted names. So is Schnell... Ooh, Schnell's right there. I might have to go and actually repopulate the destroyer list. We actually went through all the destroyers. Okay, give me a second. Okay, I found a name, which I think is great. It means Archangel, supposedly. That's a great name for a destroyer, too. I mean, it could be any escort ship, but I think that you could even name it a battleship or something, saying it's protecting the troops or protecting the nation. But I like the idea of an Archangel escorting for the destroyers. Maybe a mad dash Archangel just going in for the strike with the torpedoes. It's probably might be better, slightly better for a light cruiser, but we're running out of names, so this is what it's going to be. And I really do think everything looks good on this. I don't think we're going to get float planes on this, so that's not really a necessary thing. I do like the idea of getting the HA factor up a little bit, though. And the reason why is maybe I can even short the light cruiser one. No, I'm not going to. Okay, we'll leave it as is. It's fine. Okay, so you do not have cramped accommodations, which is fantastic. It's only going to take 646 to design you, and then we'll start building you. Oh, okay, another one. All right, we'll take it. Had to sneeze. Probably caught the very opening part of that, but one of our important dignitaries has... Oh my gosh. By a group of anarchists supported by Russia. Boy, this is crazy. I might get into a three-way war here. So budget up, tensions up, up. Budget up, tensions up, up. Prestige minus. Alright, we'll go to war. Those are some good weight savings. We're definitely going to redesign. My goodness. Wow, 18! We got 18 knots out of those improvements. Well, crap, now you're putting me back in the situation where I can probably get this. If I go cramped. Damn it! Ah! Oh, man. So if we go cramped, we can increase the number of mines. And I guess we can increase the rounds per gun. Oh, man. There will be other destroyers after this. We do, okay, so right now we do have a lot of destroyers which are not short range and are not cramped accommodations. Just going back to this, bringing this back up, but we're looking at destroyers starting here. We see short range and cramped accommodations for the Blunderbergs. Then the Charcoal Cheetahs are 32 and short range. Then we have this very stupid Rombolo Vagyak, which I really ought to just scrap these and redesign it. It's annoying to me that I failed the design so poorly. I mean, I made the design so poorly. I successfully failed the design. This one, 31 cramped accommodations, basically means it's... I mean, oh, I remember the reason, yeah. It's because I don't want as many of them to be forgotten from battles. But I don't, that doesn't matter. Then we have medium range and medium range with mines. So we have all these ships, the Rashers and the Metterniches, are all available for foreign duty. So you know what, I am going to go with the Archangel. The Archangel will be guarding close to home. Kind of lining up with its the theme. I would love more torpedoes, but this is going to be good enough for now. Okay, switch her up. And we're at war. Oh god, we're at war. That's right. So we're just... Oh god, we probably have to do prize rules for a little bit. Man, this is rough. So just mobilize... Oh my god, this might send us to war. Okay, so let's get all of these guys, not necessarily all of them actually, but a lot of them at least onto trade protection. Okay, so we left 8 of our best anti-submarine warfare corvettes and 4 of our best minesweeping corvettes. These have all been left on the active fleet. That way we don't... Okay, Northern Europe, we can't do anything about that. Oh, but they'll still go to trade protection. Yes. Yes, they will. So everyone else goes to trade protection. With the potential... Yeah, okay, that's good. It puts us over double the trade protection number we need. I like to see that. We do have a lot of destroyers, so I probably don't need to put anything more than this on active fleet to kind of prevent their own submarines from doing stuff. Yeah, am I crazy? Was it France or was it Russia that built a lot of... Oh no, so it was France that built a lot of submarines. So we don't really have to worry too much about Russia. Okay. Then we'll leave things how they are. They do have a lot of naval aircraft. How do I even have airships? I never even tried to get airships. I should just go scrap those airship fields. Whatever. Okay, so we're working up a couple things, but everyone else is on active duty. Do we want to send, any forces into Northern Europe? We should have the ability to support them there. So base capacity of 80, we can improve this base. And then base capacity of 210 is really, that one's already fine. Yeah, we obviously have enough base capacity in the Mediterranean. So all of our ships in the Med are 490. I think we could probably get away with a small, it couldn't be that big. I'd like to send the Nikes in, because they're super fast, and they can avoid any trouble. Or cause a lot of trouble themselves. We only have one available there. Now, I'm pretty sure that we are outside of invasion range. I don't think that we're going to have to worry about any of that nonsense. Looks to be pretty conclusive that neither side is going to invade. But blockades and such. Well, I guess we don't need to worry about it. Let's just let our submarines do their job. We will put some ships into the... We will. Okay, so we have to put some ships. We only have fair crew quality. Alright, what about just sending the princes up there? They're not short range, so we can. Let's send these up there with an escort. So we're going to do it. We're going to go a little bit crazy here. Now, the reason I need to be very reserved about this is I don't want to go to war with Germany and end up losing all my ships. Like now, we'll do anything not to go to war with Germany. Cry, beg, plead. I will send one of my new cruisers up there with them. And then who else? Not you guys. I'd prefer... Well, we don't really have a choice, do we? I guess it would be time to get the first of our carriers into... this has got 50 aircraft. It's no slouch. But I don't actually want to bring them up there. This one's short range and cramped accommodations. Can't bring it up there anyway. And I'm not going to bring up my light carrier. I just don't want to get... 16 aircraft. What are the 16 aircraft we have on here? Torpedo bombers. Boy, it was like a race, a come from behind victory to go to war with Russia. Just kind of thinking, how preposterous this whole situation is. All right, so we need the Rashers or the Metterniches or both. I think we'll send the Metterniches up. So we'll send a whole bunch of these guys up into Northern Europe. So right now we have sent one heavy cruiser with our 2 battleships and 10 destroyers. We probably need something. We need some kind of token. Oh my god, we only have the bomber cats. Okay, never mind. We're not. The heavy cruiser will have to be enough. No. We're ecstatic about the new aircraft type medium bomber. Wait, haven't we already been building that? This technology sharing agreement with Great Britain is fantastic. Shows made unexpected aviation liner in there. Which we don't care about at all. Enemy submarines sank our corvette and spirited gun duel. Otherwise, they sank one friendly merchant. We only sank 6 and we lost. Okay, we gotta go to unrestricted. Build the design. We'll build it now. And actually, we don't have the money to build it, but we'll still build 12. I don't care. Build them anyway. We have a lot of built-up money in reserve, so we should be okay. Being a little bit crazy. What was it that I was in my head thinking, though? God. Let's take a look at our foreign stations in... Here, do we have enough... Okay, so we're at 110 out of 290. We're doing fine. We can leave those ships there indefinitely. Oh yeah, the Nikes. So they actually need to be refit right away in order to have the better, whatever you call it. We'll move you as well to Northern Europe, just to have 2 heavy cruisers. Bad crew quality, but they'll be on active fleet, hopefully training up. Man, this is deadly. Oh man, okay, well let's just push forward here. Coastal raid. No. I'm not gonna fight them next to their, yeah, no. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to lower the intel effort. Okay, 17-3 is much better than 6-5. Let's go down to none just so we don't... I don't want to break any, and we're on unrestricted. Okay, now here we go. We're settling into our rhythm. Okay, better submarines. Improved heavy anti-aircraft. Dive bombers. For crying out loud, dive bombers. We've had them on our carriers for 3 years, and only now is it possible. Okay, so we might... I don't know how to conduct this war. I don't know if they're getting their trade from Northeast Asia. I don't know exactly how this game works. Realistically, they would probably need a lot of their imports here, but they could get imports here. I should be advised of these things, right? As the Secretary of the Navy, or whatever position that's equal to in the Austro-Hungarian Navy. I should be advised, yes, if we don't block off the eastern, their Pacific approach, the blockade in Northern Europe won't have any effect. Or it might not be as effective. Or some kind of loose description of what's going to happen, which is represented by some game rules. You know, it gives us some kind of insight into the game rules without reminding us that this is a game. Right now, I think I'm going to be okay, but like judging based on those numbers, only getting 11 merchant ship kills with 80 submarines. We were getting hundreds against Great Britain, so something's different. Anyway, for now, I just keep going, I guess. Yeah, 7-4. This is for unrestricted trade warfare, or whatever, and against excuse me, against Russia. It must be something to do with Russia, but I don't know if it's... Yeah. Well, submarines don't even have a zone they operate out of. Not yet. I think they do in the upcoming expansion. Not sure, but... So they technically are going over here as well. But the blockade is not working. We may not be able to crush them with this. Okay. Cruiser action over here, absolutely I will accept. This is what I've been waiting for, and yes! Oh, right. This is perfect. This is the one we wanted. Would be better if this wasn't in winter. Excuse me. It's not winter, it's summer. Oh, it's going to be... so this must be midnight or something. Yeah, it is. We probably aren't going to find them. We'll just keep going this way, though. Maybe we will. I'd rather not be caught going only 16 knots if we do run into somebody. Weather limits air operations. Well, right now the nighttime is limiting air operations, I would imagine. Okay, so not expected to find anything then, unfortunately. This would have been a fun fight to see how these do. What is the weather? Oh, it's a drizzle. Yes, I want to keep searching. They probably went off this way then. Our only hope is that they got caught on the Cape here. Fine, no. They actually had two groups. Oh man, this would have been so good for us. Light cruisers, destroyers against... I mean, it would have been awesome if we had actually got them, but we did not. They were coming back west. What the heck? Let's take a look at the lines. What happened? Okay, so we needed to come a bit more south to intercept them. And these guys had already doubled back away by the time we got into the area. That was just a bunch of destroyers, though. Oh, there was light cruiser there. Okay. It was an Austro-Hungarian marginal victory. How? How do you explain that? No, I'll assign more stuff. Okay. Alright, we have the first float planes of roughly equal value. They're slower, they have less range. This is amazing. By the way, again, this is something which is being developed. 7 years is like an eternity in aviation. Oh my gosh. This is something being developed 7 years later. I'm going to say okay on this because the reliability might be higher. It doesn't take too much of a hit. Firepower doesn't really mean much to me. Toughness might be better. I don't know if toughness is only in air fights or if it includes landings, like how resilient the aircraft is on bad landings. I would like to think the higher toughness plays a role in that as well. So we'll say okay. Okay, we sank a destroyer. Woo! There's actually something I'm worried about happening here, so I'm going to kind of plan for that. I'm a little worried that we're going to go to war with Germany at the same time that we're at war with Russia, and we're not going to have enough submarines to be able to do anything because of the slow attrition of submarines at war. So I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Let's see if we can get another good fight, though. Okay, quality 1, 14-inch guns. It's not something we use, so unfortunately not particularly helpful, but that's fine. 5-0, like to see that. That's better. Oh, freaking hell. Oh my god. Well, if we can get ourselves out of this one, I mean, we can get ourselves out of anything. Huh. What's the play? What's the play? Yeah, we're gonna have to... Okay, I'm gonna leave the distribution of forces as is. The good news is unrestricted submarine warfare is not going to be a problem. We pretty much don't need to worry about going to war with anyone else because it doesn't matter. We're already at war with pretty much the whole world. Okay, I mean, if we brought in Great Britain, that would be disastrous. I don't know how big of an impact France would make, besides the fact that they themselves will also have submarines. Okay, they're going to give us a lot of money right now, so I'm going to take advantage of that and build a lot of submarines. If I can survive 13 months, this would be great. Okay, convoy defense in my territory. Funny thing is, we have no idea who this is even up against. It could be up against anybody. Fine, we'll accept. Oh god, it was convoy defense. But it is my new ships, and these should be in good shape. Crew quality of 0. Well, it's not crew quality of -1, so there's that much going for us. Oh, these have search float planes. I forgot about that. Alright, launch them off. I'll just let them scout where they were going to. I expect that we're going to find the enemy one way or another before our... I mean, the float planes may not be that important here, but they could be. So there they are, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just waiting for, oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just waiting to hear from our float planes. We'll mosey on back towards the transports, since with the float planes out, there's the potential of spotting the enemy. There's also our flying boats, which are coming out from Iceland itself, from the land bases, which, again, oddly enough, cannot store as many aircraft as as our... oh, okay, we have something way down there. Way down there. My goodness, we'll go. We'll go and check it out, but that is a bit surprising. Concerning also, because the first thing that comes to my mind is, does that mean that this group has carriers? Like, why would they start so far away? I don't know. I think we have to slow down here to recover. Yep. So now I don't want to launch, because we don't want to slow down on their recovery. Okay, we got him. I mean, if we want to get him, we got him. The initial report was 1 light cruiser, which obviously was not going to be correct, but what exactly are we dealing with? That's a good question. I'm going to pull you guys out of your support role and move you to line ahead. Go back to AI control. Put you up to 20 knots. Okay, we have 1 moving in, 1 moving out. We are opening fire. Let's go up to 24 knots. Oh, we already hit them too. Awesome. Okay, our destroyer's going to do something stupid. It's just like them. Normally it's a good stupid, but this time it's a bad stupid. Okay, we're up against Germany? Who is this? Yeah, Germany. Well, I mean, hey, if it's light cruisers, that's what we eat for breakfast. So let's try to get them finished off as quickly as possible here. I'm going to drive right into them. That did not last long. Okay, now we are officially screwed. No, we're not totally screwed. We can just try to do a fighting retreat. We know what our limit is. And we do have these wonderful destroyers, which can act as, in a pinch, a very, very strong deterrent against capital ships. I would like to know what we're up against here. But yeah, this is probably the right time for us to go full max speed away. What are you guys doing? And if nothing else, there's a couple of good things which have happened so far. 1, we've already landed a few hits, and 2, they haven't sank any of our transports. And remember, the victory condition for these convoy defenses is, a lot of it comes down to how many transports were sunk. Since they are nowhere near our transports and they haven't sank any, if we can keep it that way at least, that's a really good thing. So we kind of want to drive them off, hopefully push them off to the north. Okay, our destroyers finally heeded their commands. What do we have here? Oh my god, these are really... I want to fight these things. Oh my gosh, I want to fight them. Are they actually not battle cruisers? This is this could be I mean, we're not going to be able to finish this fight today if I decide to carry this out, but... And there's another thing to consider. We're up against the odds. We need to win battles whenever we can. So if I don't see a battleship in here or a battle cruiser, we are going to engage. Alright, they also have a Hertha. 6 10-inch guns. That's a bit scary. Yeah, this is definitely more modern. But only 12,600. I think we can take this group. Which is preposterous, right? We're outnumbered. That doesn't look like a Corvette. We're outnumbered, what is it? 3-2? Which isn't that bad. Alright, let's slow down a little bit. We actually might have already done some damage to this one. Okay, first of our damage is coming in. Let's just hide the destroyers behind for now. And Medusa has also landed some hits. 8-inch guns. Alright, if we can control the arc, I think we have this though. We have 12 9-inch guns. Good armor. Engagement range right now is 14,000 yards. That's pretty far. So our quality 1 9-inch guns will penetrate our own deck at this range. Our own belt also. No, they will not penetrate our deck. They will penetrate our belt at this range. Which means 8-inch guns should not, at 14,000 or more, penetrate. What is their armor? We're penetrating 5.5. 5 and 4, yeah. Why don't we just try to keep them at this range and do the rare thing where I just play the statistics. We have, by the way, mauled this poor Thetis class. Yeah, those are 9-inch gun shells hitting. Engine room hit is not what I wanted to see. We're down to 27. Well, we do have a means of retreating. I still don't want to know, like, what the hell you... Yeah, like, this is obviously not a Corvette. Let those with eyes see and behold that our lookout is incorrect in his identification. Okay, so a belt non-penetrating hit, that's good to see. Oh, turret B was hit. Okay, so the turrets did not get penetrated, and our turrets are pretty strong too. Yeah, they're actually half an inch thicker. And both these light cruisers are still taking some punishment. Oh, nice. Oh, wait, these are the 4-inch guns, which we're not going to waste on. It's not like they're going to be wasted on aircraft anyway, or used on aircraft. So go ahead and use them. This is actually pretty good territory for torpedo launching. 2 hull hits. I don't know if those are causing superstructure damage or not. I suppose they would be. And we're hitting them with their 4-inch guns, which is not what I want. Okay. Now we have hit with finally the 9-inch guns. So it looks to me like the situation is pretty clearly identified as 3 heavy cruisers versus 2. I like this kind of fight. We're not winning it, not right away at least. But it's still... Oh boy. Enemy aircraft are approaching? That can only mean one thing. That can only mean one thing. They have a carrier. Okay, let's see what we're up against. "24 aircraft. That's a good number. And they are over here. This is actually pretty cool. So my initial suspicion that they started so far away because they have a carrier appears to have been correct. They also have a surface force which is larger than mine. You know, every now and then I get into battles where I'm at a disadvantage. This is going the other way, but we'll fight the good fight, see if we can pull some kind of W out of this. I doubt it. But we'll do that in the next video. So for now, thanks for watching. Stay safe and take care.